Yes, I did receive my monthly test marks. Hey guys, welcome to my channel Yak with Crying. In this video, I will be sharing the marks I got for my monthly test. Like you saw in the first clip, I did get my monthly test marks, and yeah, you'll be seeing how it is, and yeah. So the marks will be revealed in each section for each subject, and I will point out the mistakes I made in each subject, and also I will give some tips which might help you guys. And yeah, so guys, these are my answer sheets, and in our school they allow us to take the monthly test answer sheets home because they don't really care about the monthly test. Yeah. And also a quick review on how I feel about my marks. I definitely do not feel fully satisfied about some of the marks I got in certain subjects, but I do feel satisfied about most of the marks because I'm actually really happy with it and I feel like it's good. So, yeah, let's start with maths. And maths is like one of the subjects I got the least marks in. Yeah, like honestly, I did not get enough time to study properly because I studied on the last day and there was no gap between the exams to study for. So I was not really prepared, and after giving the exam, I felt like it was so easy, but after getting the answer sheet, that definitely flew out of my mind because it clearly was not, because I literally got 28 out of 40. Yeah. Yeah, and in this question paper I made many like mistakes in MCQs and a lot of mistakes like for the minus and negative and positive. Like I did not really pay attention for that, and that was definitely a big mistake because I lost a lot of mark because of that only. And yeah, and the case-based questions and stuff, I was like doing it hurriedly, so I did not get enough time to finish it in proper time. And yeah, that's why I lost a lot of marks in maths. Yeah, so my tip for maths would be definitely pay attention to the questions, and also do not think that putting the sign of the number is easy. You have to like pay attention and put the correct sign, otherwise you'll end up like me, losing the marks. So yeah, that's my tip for maths. So let's move on to the next subject. So the next subject is Hindi, and I got again 28 out of 40 in Hindi, and I don't really have anything to say about Hindi because I myself don't know what I wrote. Like literally, I hate Hindi so much because it's so hard. Like it's just so uninteresting, and I lost a few marks in the literature part, like in the first unseen paragraph, and in the poem, like unseen poem, like I did not really lose any mark. Yeah. And for the question answer, I lost 1 mark because I did not knew like the Hindi word for ant, so I just wrote English in Hindi, and because of that I lost like 1 mark. And yeah, and in the letter and paragraph writing, this is where everything went wrong because I literally took so long to read the stupid paragraph that at the end I had to rush everything. Like, and that messed up everything, like literally, bro. So I did not have time, and usually in our school the pattern is first it would be letter and last it would be paragraph question. So I thought it would be the same, and I did not even read the question, and I literally wrote a letter with the topic given for the paragraph writing, and then afterwards when I read the last question, no, I did the letter. I thought I did the letter first, but it was supposed to be the paragraph. So, and after that, I did that first, and then I left. I earlier left. Okay, girl, what then? And then I attended the question that I left earlier because I thought I would not get enough time. So I just did that, and I lost 1 mark in it. And then I thought I should write the paragraph that I left because I have like 5 minutes left. And when I thought about doing that and I write the question, I don't even know how to explain what I was feeling because that was like so annoying. Like, no comments. Like, I was like there's no way I just wrote a letter with the paragraph topic. And then my reaction was like so annoyed because I did not even have time to fix it. And then I wrote the letter with the actual topic and I got 2 marks. And I don't know, my teacher literally gave me 1 mark for the paragraph writing which I wrote a letter in. Yeah, I don't know, like, and yeah, that's how I got 28 out of 40 in Hindi. And it's pretty bad, like, what? Yeah, so I don't really have any advice in Hindi. Okay, one advice, read the question. Definitely read the question, because yeah, you don't want to be ending up like me. And also, do not spend too much time reading the paragraph, because that's gonna waste your entire exam time, and yeah, it's gonna be really bad. So that's the tip for Hindi. And yeah, let's move on to the next subject. Okay, so the next paper is science, and in science I got 35 out of 40, and I'm actually like very happy with my mark. And in science, the mistakes I made was in the MC, like in section A, there were 11 questions, and 11 of them were of 1 mark each. And in section A, I got one assertion reason type question wrong. Like, for that, I literally think too much. Like, instead of just thinking normally, I think too hard, and like, I just think it's so complexly, like, you know, too much. And that's why I got it wrong, yeah. And the rest I got full. And in section B, which was of 2 mark each, I got this full mark. And in this question, it was like, the first part was what is, like, where is bile juice produced from, and I wrote like bile duct instead of liver, and that's how I lost 1 mark there. And then I got full mark here. Then in section C, it's 3 mark. Here I, like, the question was what happens when tomato is like covered with Vaseline, and I forgot to write transpiration, and because of that I lost half mark. And here I had to write like what all changes occur. We had to like write the observation, but I wrote only 1, and because of that she got 1 mark, half mark. So yeah. And also the next question, which was I think that's a 2. Yeah, I got 2 mark because I made mistakes here, and there, like with the equation making thing. And in this I got full. This section D, 5 mark, and the first part I got full mark. Like, this one was easy because I already studied that. And this also full, so I got 5 mark in that. And then the second 5 mark question, like, what is a balanced equation? That was like the first part, and I did not have any time, so I just wrote it, and I forgot to add where number of atoms of each element in reactant side, like what, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, for that I did not add like each, and because of that she got 1 mark, and I got 4 mark. And for the case study I got full mark. So yeah, for science I watched Prashant Bhaya's lecture. Like, for I only had chemistry and life processes, like till respiration. That's only the portion for science, and the paper was pretty easy. And Prashant Bhaya literally helped so much. Like, bro, it was like so easy because of him, and I'm so glad I watched this video. And yeah, a tip for science, I would suggest you should not think too hard in assertion reason type question, because you're gonna get it wrong if you do it. Yeah, you just have to think basic and not do like too much, okay? And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, so let's just move on to the next subject. Okay, so the next subject is English, and I got 36.5, which means I basically got 37, because in our school, if it's 36.5, they just give the other half and it becomes 37. So yeah, I basically got 37, and I'm actually so proud of myself for scoring this much in English, because I'm actually like one of the toppers of my class. Me and there were 2 toppers, which was me and one other kid, and yeah, I'm actually so happy because of that. And in English, I got all the literature questions correct, which was 12 marks, and I got all 12 marks. And in the writing section, for the email, I got full, and in the letter writing, I got 6.5, and it was out of 7. I lost like half a mark. Then the grammar part, I lost like 1 mark in grammar. Grammar was total 6 mark, and I lost 1 mark. And then it was like an abstract based question from the NCRT, and it was like I lost 1 mark from that. It was total 4, and I lost 1 mark. then question and answer from NCRT. Like we had to write 4 questions, and 4 of them were of 2 marks. So I got mostly 1.5 and 2 mark. Yeah, two questions I got 2 mark, and 2 questions I got 1.5 mark, and that adds up to 36.5, which makes 37. So that is how I got 36. And for English, my tip would be read the paragraph really quick. Like, do not spend too much time on the paragraph. Like, it's English, you know it. Like, you just, even if you don't read the paragraph, just read the question and find like the word from the paragraph if you don't have time. But I did read the paragraph because I do have time. Like, in the reading time, I just read the paragraph instead of reading all the questions. That's what I do all the time. And yeah, for like the literature, that's what it is. And email writing, just include all the main points. Like, do not add unnecessary details because it's formal. And yeah, and also they asked us to give a good reason, so you have to be creative about a good reason. Like, you should do some research on internet and find some reasons for like this email writing so that you could score better. And for letter, it was like letter to the editor. And yeah, I wrote like many problems. I don't know what increase. Yeah, it was like increasing of obesity in the city of Delhi. And yeah, like I wrote a lot of tips and stuff. And you know what we had to do in the letter. And grammar part, I did not really do anything for grammar. Like, I did not really study grammar because I just gave what sounded right and what I felt like right. And yeah, and for the reported speech, I got 1 wrong. And in this, it was like basically from the textbook itself, and it was pretty easy. And yeah, for the question answers also, these 2 questions, you have to be thorough with your NCRT. Like, that's the only thing you have to do in English. The rest, it's all up to your reading skills, and you just have to use your creativity a little bit more in English. That's all. Yeah, so basically be thorough with NCRT and read the questions fast. That's all for English. Let's move on to the next subject. Yeah, so now the next subject is social, and for social I got 39 out of 40, and it is 39, not 34 or 35, it is 39. And yeah, I honestly don't know how I got this much, because I was like, SST was one subject which I was 100% sure that I was not gonna score well, but every SST exam, I don't study well, but I end up getting good marks. Like, I don't know how that happens, but it just do. And I love that, and I'm not complaining at all. Like, hopefully that keeps happening, because I would love that. And for section A MCQ, I got full mark, and section B also full mark. I only lost 1 mark in the 5 mark question. Like, there were 2 5 mark questions, and I lost 1 mark in the 5 mark questions, and I didn't lost any other mark. And map also I got full. Yeah, that's basically it for SST. And some tips I would give for SST would be, girl, I literally don't even know, because I myself started studying at like 11 p.m. in the night, and yeah, that's how I got this much. I just read the NCRT and nothing much, and I also like learned some questions and practiced some questions from my question bank, and that also helped me a lot. Like, it helped me understand which are points to write in a particular question. And yeah, you should also do that. And that's basically it for SST. And the map work, I learned it from Digrad sir from YouTube, like, and it was so useful because only the points he told came for the exam. Like, it was so useful, like, girl, literally. You should definitely watch Digrad sir's lecture because it helps a lot, and the map too. Yeah, that's it for social, and now let's move on to the last subject. Okay guys, so finally we are at the last paper, and that is AI, and I got 19.5, which is basically 20, as I said earlier. So I got full, yes. And AI, like, it was super easy. Like, AI is honestly the easiest subject ever. Like, seriously, you don't even have to study anything. It's just basic common sense, because like like in this unsupervised learning, unsupervised meaning is not having like a teacher or something, so you already know what that means, so you just have to write what it says, like, literally. But I did study from the handbook of AI, and yeah, I lost only half a mark in, like, it was out of 20. So the last two questions were 2.5 marks, and in the last one question, I lost half mark. Yeah, that's where I lost. In this question, I lost half a mark. I should have wrote a little bit more, so I could have got that half mark, even though it doesn't really make a change because I got 20 anyways. Yeah, so that's how much I got for AI. And yeah, my tip would be just read the handbook. And yeah, and also, I don't, yeah, like, I don't know what I did for AI because it's just normal stuff. Like, just read the textbook, that's all. There's nothing else to do in AI, basically. And also underline the main key points. I underline like some questions, and also in SST also I underline, and that's how I got this much. So yeah. So guys, this is the end of the video, and I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will be posting a new video very soon. And the monthly test just ended, and the PT1 timetable is already out. Like, yeah, the suffering never ends. So I'll see you guys in my next video. So bye for now.